In today's training, we are going to talk more about pencil pressure, what it is, and why it's important we are aware of different kinds of pencil pressure that your students may be presenting with. We are also going to think about the best ways that we can support your child or student with their handwriting tasks at school. When we talk about pencil pressure, we are referring to the amount of force that a child is placing through their pencil when writing. Some students may have very faint writing, where they're placing only a small amount of force through their pencil. Other children may present with a very tight pencil grasp, with additional force being placed through the pencil and then onto the page. These students may present with darker handwriting, and they may even puncture the page due to the pressure that they're placing through the pencil. Some students may vary with their handwriting presentation. There are a number of reasons as to why pencil pressure can vary or present differently in students. The first one being sensory processing difficulties. Our brains are constantly filtering through and responding to various sensory stimulus that is received through a number of our senses: eyes, nose, mouth, joints, skin, changes in our head position, and we use this information to interact with others and our surroundings. The proprioception system plays a big role in handwriting. It is responsible for informing our bodies of the level of pressure or force needed to execute and coordinate movements based on the way the muscles move, stretch, and contract. Another reason that may be impacting on your child's pencil pressure comes down to fine motor strength and endurance. Children with reduced hand, finger, and wrist strength find it difficult to grasp a pencil in an appropriate grip and have appropriate endurance for longer writing tasks. They will then also find it difficult to gauge the level of pressure needed to be applied through their pencil. Some students may also present as speeding through their work. They may switch between using their right and their left hand, or they may avoid to do writing tasks. How do we support children with varied pencil pressure? Before delving into strategies for too much or too little pressure, it is recommended that heavy work activities, stemming for those proprioceptive activities such as push, pull, climb, crash, crawl, where we're getting input into our muscles and our joints to build awareness of where our bodies are in space, whilst also providing a calming, grounding effect. By providing opportunity for your students or child to participate in these heavy work activities, it will further help them establish their body awareness and help them get prepped for those writing tasks, particularly if they are quite long in nature. What can we do for children, particularly when they're applying too much pressure through their writing tools? The first one, we can change their writing tools, explore weighted pens, pencils, and increase that proprioceptive input further, giving them more information about where their pencil is and how it is moving across the page. Explore a change in writing surfaces. Whiteboards have less resistive surface and smooth to write on, requiring less pressure than that of a pencil to paper. You could also try a slant board or writing slope. This angle helps to better support appropriate hand and wrist positioning for writing. We can explore a change in writing surfaces, placing textured paper, so sandpaper, corrugated paper, underneath standard writing paper. This increases the proprioceptive input through the small bumps experienced through the motion of the pencil. Look at the writing utensil again, exploring a B5 or higher pencil, as these have a higher graphite content and are often softer. Looking at grading it up slowly to HB. Each pencil change will mean that they exert a little bit more pressure to create the same line mark. B-marked pencils are often softer than H-marked pencils. Alternatively, you could look at using a pen, as these require less pressure to produce a mark comparable to that of a pencil. Practice colouring writing with shorter pencils, as this helps build up the smaller muscle strength in a student's hand to help with overall writing endurance. Explore the use of carbon paper between two sheets of paper. This requires your child to press hard enough to make an imprint appear. Do activities such as leaf rubbing with crayons to help the child build up increased pressure, or pattern work, practicing light and dark shading. For other helpful resources, please refer to our online platform where you can find other useful videos around supporting handwriting in school.